Hey guys, welcome to the Permission to Hustle podcast. It's Audrey here. Today I am talking about summer vacation, summer break. School is out. It is time now for the kids to be home. And today is actually my first official day of summer break. Today was all 5 of my kids waking up super early and knowing in the back of my head that I have to somehow get everything that I normally get done in a day done with now them home. So let's face it, the degree of difficulty has definitely been raised for the summer. And it's funny, and I hate to say this because the summer is usually, at least for me, my most favorite time of year. I love the sun. I love the warmth. I live in New England, so we definitely have really harsh, cold winters. So by the time summer rolls around, I am so ready for a little bit of sun and the beach and the pool. And even when I was a kid, it was, for me, the summer was just the best time of year. So I hate now that I'm an adult, and when the summer rolls around, though I love the warmth and the sun, I hate feeling that overwhelming, how am I going to get this done? This is going to be crazy, kind of dreading, feeling like I'm just constantly treading water in the deep end of the pool. Just like, I just need kind of like a raft being tossed at me. And I did something today that I actually have never done before. And I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of am, I'm actually proud of myself because I'm somebody that said, I can do it, I can make it work. I'm going to complain from here to Timbuktu to maybe anybody that will listen. But at the end of the day, nobody wants to hear you complain. Nobody wants to hear you go on and on and on about how busy you are. Nobody wants to hear your woes. Let's face it. Maybe your mom cares. Not even my husband wants to hear it. So I did something today that I've been saying I want to do, but I just have never done. And I actually went, let me tell you the story. This is a podcast, right? I'm supposed to be telling you guys stories during this. So this morning I took the kids to morning swim team at 8:30 a.m., woke up around 6, tried to get everything that I needed to get done as best as I could that early in the morning. And what that means for me is that I kind of went through my emails from the weekend, really got it down to the bare minimum. I flagged anything that needed to be really corresponded to immediately. I looked at my social media. I did some pinning. I kind of laid out a semi-structure for the week in terms of Instagram content that I knew I needed to get up. I found what blog post I was going to write today. I do a new blog post Monday through Friday, sometimes multiple in a day. So I'm really now trying to really hone in, which I hate, on keywords. Gone are the days, which I loved, where you just blogged about your life and stories. Now it has turned into the SEO game, which I hate, but it's a game that we all have to play. If you're a blogger, you know this. You need to be searched. You need to be searchable. Everyone knows that if you're a blogger or a vlogger. I actually thought to myself, this is a total side story, how sad it's become when I saw a YouTuber once say recently that you should not make videos until you know the exact title of the video you're going to want to make. And it only just kind of set me back in the sense where, wow, when we all started, it wasn't like that. It really just was storytelling. Even for videos, it was just creating really funny, great content that was going to set you apart. I don't think that any of us really early on were thinking about the perfect name for the perfect post, for the perfect recipe, or the perfect craft, or the perfect anything. We were just writing for writing's sake. But this is how, the beauty of this is that it has evolved for so many people into a full-time job, me being one of them. The downside of it is that we've all had to really just evolve and adapt. But hey, that's business for you, right? So I really can't complain about that. But so I went through, I kind of highlighted what I was going to write about today. And then I got the kids up and we did breakfast and we packed swim bags and you get everybody in the car by 8 o'clock. You get to the pool, all that we always do as parents. And when we got there today, I brought my computer because I was determined to work on the side of the pool. Even though it was the first day of summer, even though I knew it was going to be a transition for everybody, mostly my daughter, it was our first day of swim team, I thought, you know what, I'm going to try my hardest to work on the side of the pool and just get it done. Well, that was kind of a crash and burn. Even with a to-do list that was so set, knowing exactly what needed to get done, knowing exactly what I needed to do, and knowing exactly how much time usually each task takes me, I still really struggled to get things done today. I did do a conference call poolside, which was great because it was someone that understood where I was and it didn't matter. But, I know that it's not normally that way for everybody. I was able to actually write one blog post, which was pretty juicy and meaty, and get that done. And I was able to, every day I try to correct maybe 4 or 5 blog posts from older blog posts just to make sure they're SEO'd properly today. So I was able to do that. But that was, I was at the pool literally from 8:30 to 3 o'clock. So considering that I got those things done and still stayed on top of my email list, it was difficult. It was difficult to get done. And I sat there today and I thought to myself, I can't do this all summer, but I really decided to do what I do because I wanted to be present. I wanted to be here for my kids. I wanted to enjoy the summers. I actually remember having William, who's my 14-year-old son, as a baby in New York City back in 2005. And I was pregnant with my son, Alexander, at the time. And I actually remember walking with him on the New York City sidewalk and thinking, God, I just wish I lived back in Rhode Island. I wish I could raise him in Rhode Island like I was raised. I wish it could be easy like that. I wish that I could have that luxury of that life for him. I don't like this hot city. I don't like feeling that I can't go to a pool. I don't like knowing that I can't get to the beach in my car. And so I genuinely made it a goal for myself to work really hard to create something from nothing so that I could have the luxury of having a schedule that I could adapt and tweak. And so that is what I created. So here I was today in the pool deck feeling defeated. And at times like that, I have to pick up myself. I got to pull up my big girl panties and I have to say, enough. You're not the only parent struggling with this work-life summer balance. So what I ended up doing was hiring a mother's helper. I found a high school girl who's going to help me with Victoria probably 2 or 3 days a week for a couple hours. And what that small amount of time is going to be, I think, just life-changing for me in the summer. I'm going to be able to have my head down, bang through what I need to get through, know that I'm kind of under a deadline, and just get it done. So if you're somebody like me, if you're out there struggling, if you're out there feeling like you're treading water in the deep end, if you don't want to spend a ton of money on camps and daycare, there are other things that you can do. Again, I hired a high school girl. I'm really excited about it. We're going to try it out. Victoria's very excited about it as well. But there are times when we just have to invest in ourselves. And maybe this investment is one that hopefully will be really beneficial to me. I'm thinking it will be. And, sometimes I think with the summer here and just knowing that I can't get done what needs to get done. And there's a lot on my shoulders. I can't take the summer off. I wish I could, but I can't. I can't take even 2 or 3 weeks off and coast and put my feet up. I'm constantly working because I need to be. So I really did need to look at myself and invest in it. I know that I cannot afford camps for 5 kids. With 5 kids, a basketball camp for one kid that he wants to go to is $350 for 1 week. I know that I can't do that for like 8 to 10 weeks for 5 kids. It's just financially not a possibility for us. So, and I know that I can't hire a full-time nanny or babysitter all summer for Victoria because in all honesty, that would be a little bit of an astronomical price for me too, especially because it would be someone that I would have to drive around the other 4 kids as well. So I needed to do what I could do to manage and best take charge of the summer for me, of my summer schedule. So I wanted to create this podcast on the first day of summer. Maybe I'll check back next week. Maybe it's going to be at the end of the summer. But I wanted to kind of show you guys that, listen, here we all are doing what we're doing. We're all, whatever it is that we do, we all have to be accountable to ourselves in some way, shape, or form. We all don't want to be complaining and going crazy and just, doing whatever we do, venting to anybody that we can, if we're not making change or adapting to what we need to adapt to. I hope that makes sense. I know that my husband's going to look at me and go, listen, all I hear you do is vent and complain about not having enough time. The summers are going to kill you. Then do something about it. Well, I'm doing something about it. So I'm saying to everybody out there, if you got to do something about it, do something about it. Maybe it's setting strict summer hours for yourself that you're only going to be maybe at the pool or the beach from like 9 to 12. Or you're only going to do, work from like, going to do half days throughout the summer. Whatever it is you got to do it. But I want you to know you're not alone. There's millions of other men and women out there, parents struggling, trying to find the same balance, trying to find the same way to make it and just get it all done. And I wanted to let you know that you are not alone and that we are hustling. And sometimes the hustle is just in childcare, right? That's just sometimes just the way it is. So I hope this helps. I hope you guys know you're not alone. Remember to always give yourself permission to hustle. Follow us over on our Facebook group, Permission to Hustle. Follow us on Instagram, Permission to Hustle. And as always, remember to give yourself permission to hustle. Thanks for listening, guys. And make sure you head back to our other episodes. There's tons of them. Have a great day. Bye, guys.